This is, well, I'm gonna fix my hair. Vanity. This is Shannon Kringen, Goddess KRING, and I am in my bright green painted restroom. Check it out, my bathroom is painted bright green. I love that color, but I wanted to do a video about valuing the self, valuing talent. I am an artist, a multimedia artist as well. Where's the lens? Okay, I'm trying to find the lens here. There it is. I am a multimedia artist as well as a model. The way I make a living is I model for medical students and art students, and that's my full-time job as a freelance model. My artwork is something that I mostly do on the side. And my job as a model is related to the arts, and it is related to sort of performance and acting, and it's a creative job. But I would consider my real passion maybe my artwork, and what makes me, where I shine my talent the brightest is not to sound vain or egotistical, because I'm a very talented person, and I feel like, I mean, everybody's talented in some way, but I'm thinking that one of my challenges in life is to value myself and not let go of the fear that it's narcissism, because narcissism is where you feel superior to other people and you're kind of competitive and you're probably like mean and disrespectful to other people. And I don't think that I fall into that category. But since I do so many self-portraits and I work as a model, and I share lots of paintings and drawings that other artists have done of me as a model, I've been accused of being a narcissist or an attention whore, which really upset me, because I worry about how I affect other people and I care about how I affect other people, but then I've gotten too far in the other direction of dismissing myself because I'm afraid that that's egotistical to be too self-indulgent. And so I have all these like things that get in my way. And then I listen to Eckhart Tolle videos and I realize I don't even have to be thinking all these thoughts. Can I just like be quiet and do what I love and enjoy it and share it with people, and then not worry so much about, am I a narcissist? Am I an egotistical person? Am I a good person? Am I a spiritual person? Who am I? What am I doing? I guess I don't need to analyze that. So I wanted to share something with you. My wonderful friend, Carla Blashka, she's a creative, I belong to a creative writing group, and with Purple Mark and Carla, and we write every week together. And recently I turned 50 years old. My birthday is October 25th, 2018. I turned 50, and which is weird to even say out loud. And I'm working on my fitness and my nutrition, and I'm eating high healthy fat, low carb, medium protein, and I'm really into this intermittent fasting thing, and I do that every day, and I work full-time as a model, but I also do my own artwork. And so this video is about valuing your talent and valuing yourself. Thank you, Eric. Hi, Eric. Thank you for the birthday wishes. So I'm doing this video as a way of, for anybody out there who needs to hear this message, I need to hear this message for sure, is to value the self and not worry that that's egotistical and that's self-centered in a bad way. Because if you're centered in yourself, if you happen to be a talented person artistically, or you're talented on any level with sports, with you know, if you're an athlete or you're a singer, a dancer, an actor, a performer, a writer. I'm mostly a visual artist, I would say, but I've also done some music, and I do a podcast and a radio show. And anybody who's joining me, thank you. Hello. I wanted to share, Carla, my friend Carla gave me a birthday gift, and what it was greeting cards. This is a photo that I've taken. I offer my photography. I have about 5,000 or 6,000 photos on Flickr, and I offer my photography free to publish under Creative Commons. And Carla has searched the internet and found a bunch of my photos published on a bunch of different websites. So this is a selfie I did of my legs in the bathtub. And so I'm the model and the photographer of this image. And Carla printed this and made a greeting card for me out of it. I'm going to show you a bunch of cards that Carla made for me. A very thoughtful gift, because I'm so busy as a model that I don't really have a lot of time in it. And I'm really grateful. I work with amazing artists who are very talented, and I work hard as a model and I'm good at it. But honestly, it takes away some of my energy to do my own artwork, and I'm a little sad about that. But then again, I really like to be useful to others, and making a living as an artist, I've never really fully tried to do that, and the whole idea just stresses me out. I like freedom to do my art in whatever way I want, and so that's why I offer my photos free to publish on my Flickr under Creative Commons. And so okay, so that's one. So Carla gave me this gift because I think she wants me to realize that I'm talented and my art has value, and I'm not just a model for other people. This is a photo, a self-portrait. I have a waterproof camera, and I was in the Bahamas working with an amazing body painter and photographer named Monty Knowles in the Bahamas in 2014, I think. And this is a selfie that I did. Monty Knowles took a lot of great pictures of me. He body painted me for 7 hours from head to toe. Beautiful, beautiful, talented man, nice guy, and a great photographer and a great body painter. And I took this photo of myself in the swimming pool with my waterproof camera. So that's me underwater and opening my eyes in the chlorine water, and it was okay. My eyes didn't hurt too much. My eyes are a little sensitive, but it was okay. But my hair was flowing around, and I took this really cool picture with my waterproof camera under in the swimming pool. And then we have, let's see. Here we go. This is a headshot that my best friend took of me. Oh, thank you. You like this photo, the headshot, or the underwater photo? Thank you, Eric. So this is a headshot, a recent headshot of me taken less than a year ago. I guess me as a 49-year-old, and that my friend took because I needed a more professional looking headshot. I think my smile looks a little fake in this. I don't know, but I am genuinely smiling. But sometimes when I do a real smile, I look fake, and when I do a fake smile, it looks real. I don't know why. And then here is another one. This is another underwater self-portrait photo that I took in the Bahamas with my waterproof camera. Sorry, the camera is shaking a little bit because I'm using one hand. And this is some of my artwork. This is a painting I did that's transparent layer of my painting, my drawing actually, and then a selfie photo that I took transparent. I made this in Photoshop, transparent layer. So there's like some of my photography combined. So basically I'm being a model, a photographer, and I'm showing you my painting. And underwater self-portrait. Thank you, Eric. That's your favorite. Well, thank you so much. I love that photo as well. And then here's some of my more artistic photography that's not a self-portrait, not modeling. This is Seattle, Volunteer Park, the Space Needle through the sculpture. I think that's called Black Hole Sun. I think the band Soundgarden partly wrote their song about Black Hole Sun. And this is a photo I took in Volunteer Park in Seattle. And this has been published a few times on various different websites, and I'm proud of it. I didn't make any money. It's just been freely published, but I'm proud and happy that it has been published. Some people think I should only let my photos be used for money, but I just enjoy the whole free Creative Commons. And so this was used, I think, in a brochure of Visit Seattle, and I forgot what other websites. Sometimes I Google my own name, and then I find photos of mine that have been published on random websites. And I'm not bragging, I'm just saying that I'm happy and proud of that. And then this is a photo that Monty Knowles took of me. So here I am being a model in a swimming pool, obviously, in the Bahamas. And Monty Knowles took this photo of me. He's a great photographer. I'm wearing absolutely no makeup, and which is nice. It's nice to be natural. Monty Knowles likes to work with models that have no makeup on, when they're not body painted, and then he paints us from head to toe, and so then we're fully like, designed in makeup with body paint in a beautiful, magical way. So that's me in the swimming pool in the Bahamas, photo by Monty Knowles, a great artist. And most of this is photos done by me. This is a photo of the jaguar. I volunteer at the Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle, and this is a photo of the beautiful jaguar that I took. Some people think zoos are very negative. I think zoos are more positive than they are negative. It's sad to see animals in captivity, but I'm happy that they're protected since humans are destroying their habitat and they're going extinct. And so at least they get food every day and they're not going to get poached or hunted for their fur, etc., and their meat. So there's a jaguar at the zoo. I love animals. I love nature. I'm a nature person. And I'm fascinated by nutrition. And this is a drawing that I did. I'm not sure which way it goes. I think it's a totally abstract drawing, obviously. It's shapes and colors. I drew this a few years ago, and it's an abstract drawing. I'm inspired by when I'm on airplanes and I look down and I see nature on the ground, the shape of the land. And so that's the shapes. I'm also inspired by the painter Hundertwasser. Hundertwasser is from Vienna, Austria, and he's a great artist that a lot of Americans don't know about. So this is a wonderful tree in Seattle in Volunteer Park that I took a photo of, and I put this in a show, and it's been published online. I forgot where. But yeah, that photo. And then there is a Tom Petty Widens My Jetty. Carla included this photo, just a snapshot that I took of myself. My birthday, yes, hello, Power Glove 79. Yes, my birthday was October 25th, 2018. I turned 50. Oh my gosh. And guess what? Tom Petty was born in 1950, on 10/20, 1950, and I turned 50. Tom Petty would have been 68 this year, and I was born in 68. So 68 and 50 are numbers that are magical about Tom Petty and I. Tom Petty Widens My Jetty. Oh, hi, Trevor. Hello, Trevor from Facebook. Hello, thank you for joining me. This is a selfie I did recently of Tom Petty in a record store window. I rest in peace, Tom Petty. His birthday was October 20th, my birthday, October 25th. I'm happy that Carla included this. This is, just a snapshot of me, but Tom Petty's very important to me. Tom Petty Widens My Jetty. Ever since I was 11, the music of Tom Petty has really helped me with some of my issues, some of my personal psychological issues, and I just love his music. Him and Tori Amos are great, and I painted shoes for Tori Amos, and I requested that Tori Amos do a Tom Petty song, and she did part of Free Fallin', which I'm happy to say. But Tom Petty and Tori Amos are my favorite songwriters. So, and this is a photo I took at Alki Beach in Seattle, and this has been published, I forgot where, but under Creative Commons license, and it's a bunch of people on the beach, and I like their silhouettes. And then there's another photo. Water droplets through a wind. I was in a restaurant and it was a rainy night, and I took this through the window. I love raindrops on windows and mirrors and reflections. I love raindrops, and so that's kind of an abstract neon light photo that has been published, I'm proud to say, I think on a UK website in the United Kingdom somewhere. And then another picture of the jaguar. For some reason, it reminds me of Barack Obama, this jaguar's face. Barack Obama is such a handsome guy, and he just looks like smart and sensitive and thoughtful. And it always reminds me of Barack Obama when I see this jaguar's face. And I mean that as a compliment. I'm a fan of Barack Obama, so I wanted him to be more radical like Martin Luther King, to be honest, but I think he wasn't really allowed to be too radical. But I like Barack Obama. He's an intelligent, sensitive man and diplomatic. And this jaguar is such a beautiful creature and reminds me of Barack Obama for some reason. So, and handsome in a similar way. I love animals, so I mean that as a compliment. I know when some people compare a human to an animal, they mean that as an insult, but I don't. I mean that as a compliment because I love animals and I think they're intelligent. This is another abstract. This is neon lights on a rainy night. And yeah, I zoomed in on some neon lights, I think reflecting on, I don't actually remember how I took this photo, but I just know it was a rainy night, and I think I was in Issaquah or something. And I took this, and it's been published on a UK website. Carla found that. I didn't even know that. This has also been published somewhere, I forgot where, and this is the Seattle near Gasworks Park, and there was a special power. Okay, such beautiful pictures. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God, forgive me, my hand is shaking because of the way I'm holding it. Sorry. I'm trying to hold my hand still, but it's my muscle's tired. Thank you so much. My background is in graphic design. I went to high school and then I studied graphic design, and my mom is an artist, and there was art books and design books all over my house as a kid. So I was heavily influenced by my mom and she educated me about design and color, and I also seem to have a natural affinity for color and composition and shape. And I love to take photos, and most of my energy goes into modeling. Oh, I guess that's all. Shoot, I went through all of them. So those are a lot of my, some of my photographs. I do self-portraits that are really creative, and I do photos of animals, and I do like abstractions and urban decay and black and white and color and silhouette and shadow. And if you go to my Flickr, Shannon Kringen on Flickr, you'll see that there's either 5,000 or 6,000 photos I've taken since 2005 that I've uploaded to my Flickr, and they've been published under the Creative Commons license, and I exude beauty in all aspects. Thank you so much. I love to celebrate life, and people have criticized me for being a narcissist, and I know I need to not listen to those people, because what I'm trying to do is something positive for the world. And I'm kind of introverted and I have a lot of insecurities, and yet I know I'm talented. So I think some people don't understand me. They think that I'm full of my own ego in a bad way, or maybe people are just jealous, or I don't know why people make fun of me and judge me sometimes. And it's really upset me over the years, even when I was a little kid. But I need to just not worry about that and focus on the people that appreciate what I do and find me useful. That's why I love modeling for other people. People hire me to model, to paint me, to draw me, in my likeness. And I work with medical students where I pretend to be a patient, and I get to act out with a script physical symptoms based on real characters, which I love to do because part of me used to want to be an actor. I actually auditioned and got into Cornish for 2 weeks, but then I freaked out and dropped out after 2 weeks. Oh, sorry, I missed the message. Feel free to say that message again if you want. So basically, I have an interest in acting, and I've done a little bit of acting and performing and a little bit of music. My forte seems to be visual art, though. So I like working with medical students because I get to kind of be an actor a little bit, and that's useful to pretend to be a patient for medical students, and I earn money doing that, and I get to learn about medicine. I'm fascinated by nutrition and medicine and biology and nature. I love plants and animals, and I love medicine and nature. And I like naturopathic medicine and functional medicine, which is more like trusting that the body has its own wisdom and your body can heal itself. And if you give your body what it needs, especially good food and nutrition, usually you don't need medication and surgery, but sometimes you might still need medication and surgery, along with having good nutrition, exercise, getting enough sleep. So I'm fascinated by making art and being multimedia. And so I'm happy that Carla, my friend, gave me those greeting cards with my art printed on them as a way of reminding me, hey, you're valuable, Shannon, because I'm so busy as a model, and I love modeling, and I like being useful to others, and I'm very practical, and I make a living that way. But part of me wants to find more balance, because I work a lot more than I need to. Like, I don't need to work quite as hard as I work. I love working hard. But having a little more time to myself to do my artwork and walk around in nature and have more quiet time, because I am mostly an introvert and introspective. I hope I'm looking into the lens. I'm trying to not just look at myself. Ooh, look at me. I'm trying to look at the lens. So I just wanted to make this video as what's my main point, because sometimes I don't know, what is my point? I'm doing stream of consciousness. What is my actual point? My point is to value yourself and not let anybody discourage you and tell you that you're not good enough or that you're too full of yourself. You could criticize, you can make fun of someone and say they're not good enough, or you could say, oh, you really think you're better than everyone else, don't you? And people make fun of each other and criticize each other, and it's really kind of distracting from, unless it's constructive criticism that I can learn from. I'm learning to try and value yourself. Okay, thank you for saying that. Yes, I want people to value themselves and not be afraid that that's egotistical. John Halcyon Stinn, he does this great show online called Hug Nation. He's a great guy, and he's a very spiritual guy, and he has a sticker of his own face on his cell phone. And yesterday he did a video about, somebody said, oh, narcissism much, and they were making fun of him for having a sticker of his own face on his cell phone. And I was thinking, that's not, and he was saying he doesn't view it as narcissism. He views it as him thinking of himself as a divine being, just like every single person has value on this planet. Rich, poor, young, old, sick, healthy. We're all on this planet together and we're all one. And he's a very spiritual guy, John Halcyon Stin, Hug Nation. Look him up. He's a great guy and he's really intelligent and he does lots of videos. Every week he does a new video and he's a very positive, empowering person and he helps homeless people. He lives in San Diego. I've met him a couple times. He's a great guy. And he is on a similar mission. I think he wants to spread positive messages to people and encourage people to love themselves and hug each other and help homeless people and do good things in the world if that's what you want to do. So basically, I resonate with that. I resonate with thinking that it's not narcissism. Like if you have a sticker of a rock star, or I have a Tom Petty button that I wear, and I don't think of Tom Petty as just some rock star, famous rock star guy. I think of Tom Petty as an artist, as a songwriter, as a person, a beautiful man sensitive, talented man who wrote beautiful songs that some of us love. I know some people don't like Tom Petty music, but I love his music, and especially the last 4 or 5 albums. I love his newer music better than his older music, but I love all of his music, basically. And I heard Refugee as an 11-year-old, and I just fell in love with it right away. So I was just going to say that Tom Petty widens my jetty, which means multiple different things. Yeah, X-rated a little bit, but I have a huge crush on Tom Petty, but also widens my jetty, meaning he reinforces me and helps me realize that I am valuable. We are all valuable, not just me, but I mean, all of us are valuable. And to have a picture of a rock star on your phone maybe would be considered okay. Although some people say, oh, you're worshiping idols. Oh, you're worshiping famous people. Oh, thank you. You cherish me as an artist and I'm an inspiration. Thank you so much. Power Glove 79. Thank you for that. I'm happy because I want to do what I love and not worry about that, having to prove that that's okay. But I also love the idea of inspiring other people and encouraging other people to do what they love and like to take a class or sing or dance or act or study nutrition or biology or whatever it is that you want to do. Because there's so much negativity in the world and people are competitive and mean to each other and it's horrible and people are jealous and they criticize each other. For being too good or too bad or too whatever. And Trevor, okay, hello, Trevor, thank you. So thank you for being a nice person, Trevor. Hello, Trevor. So I think part of the whole Goddess KRING thing is I used to do a public access show called Goddess KRING for many years, from 1996 to 2011. Every week for 15 years, I did a TV show. And it was fun to do that. I was partly doing that to try to learn about who am I, how do I affect other people, because I don't always know. I'm sensitive and I'm kind of an introvert or introspective, but I've always wanted to share with an audience, even when I was a little kid, but I was always kind of shy. Like I used to pretend like I had my own show in my backyard with a pretend microphone. I would sit there on the swing set with like a pretend microphone and like sing and dance and host a show. And then when I was an adult, I finally did that. That's how you were introduced to me. Okay, so you saw my Goddess KRING TV show and that's how you first found out about me. Well, now I'm 50 years old and I still work as a model. I've been modeling around Seattle since 1992, I think. So 26 years I've been modeling for artists, people who paint, draw, sculpt, and photograph. And now I work with medical students. I started medical modeling in 1997 or 98. So that's been almost 20 years. And I love working at 2 or 3 different medical schools around Seattle. And I get hired for physical exams, and they hire men and women both for physical exams as well as script, like you act out. It's called standardized patient. You act out symptoms, and the students have to practice diagnosing you and coming up with a treatment plan. And so I've learned about medicine through doing that. You haven't aged a day. You look stunning. Thank you so much. I'm aging really well, partly because of the way I eat. I eat a lot of healthy fat. A lot of people are afraid to eat fat. I'm getting leaner and leaner the more fat I eat. I eat healthy fat. I exercise. I use coconut oil on my skin. And my parents are in their 70s and they're both aging really well and they're both healthy. So I think I was born with good DNA and I'm really grateful and happy that I have good, strong DNA, strong bones, strong muscles. Um, I have like an emotional fragileness. I have to watch out my emotions or physically my body's pretty healthy, but emotionally I have to be careful because I'm a little fragile emotionally, which is another reason why I love Tom Petty and Tori Amos, because they're both highly, highly sensitive human beings, and yet they're both really strong. Well, Tom Petty passed away, rest in peace, because he smoked and he broke his hip, and it's a long story, and so maybe he didn't take physically great care of his body, but he really nurtured his artist, and he really in terms of his songwriting and his music career, he did an amazing job staying true to his vision as an artist, and he focused on that his entire life. For 66 years on this planet, he created great art and music. And Tori Amos is still with us. She's about 5 years, she's about 55, 5 years older than me. So yeah, Tom Petty and Tori Amos both inspire me because they embody what I want more of, which is to trust myself and be strong. As a sensitive person, you have to be careful in this world because sensitivity is a double-edged sword. You are more affected by other things and you notice things that other people don't notice. So as an artist, you amplify that when you are sensitive and you notice things other people don't even notice, and then you amplify and project that into the world. I think that's partly what artists do. I also love that Madonna is aging so well, and Madonna is healthy, and she's not my favorite musician, but Madonna, I love her album American Life, which kind of criticizes some of the capitalism, and that's a lesser popular album of hers, but I like the lyrics in that and some of the music. And Ray of Light and American Life, the only really two Madonna albums that I really love, though I haven't heard all of her music, but I like that she's aging so well. And Mick Jagger is like 74, I think, and he's aging so well. He's a healthy guy and fit and healthy. And I love people who take good care of themselves. And again, Tom Petty didn't take care of his body, but he took really good care of his artistic craft, and he was dedicated to that for his entire life, and I love that about him, and he created great music. And so I'm just saying this because I hope to inspire other people and empower myself and stop being afraid that I'm egotistical and that I'm a narcissist. Although narcissism is partly an arrogance, but it's also, I think, an insecurity. If somebody is a narcissist, in other words, they're so caught up with themselves, they don't notice other people maybe, and it's a form of insecurity actually. And so I know that I struggle with certain issues, but when you're a model and you're a performer, it's easy to be labeled as a narcissist because you're in front of the camera. And some people think that's self-centered in a bad way. But when I see somebody on stage, singing or acting, always know you're inspired. Yes, thank you so much. I'm happy to inspire as many people as possible, even if it's just one. But I know I inspire more than one, but I'm happy that I inspire you. So, okay, and here is my tattoo. I should probably say yourself no matter what they say at the right angle, but be yourself no matter what they say. It's an abstract design that I made up. And there's a Sting song I love. Shit. Are we reconnected? Just had a bad word. I think we're still here. Hi, we lost our connection and I think we're back. Maybe I should wrap this up. I'll do more live videos. Whenever I have the urge, I'll do some live videos. So thank you, anybody who has joined me, whether you joined the live, this is called Thingy Mick Jagger, whether you've joined me live or you're watching this after I upload it to YouTube. Hello, everybody. Thanks for subscribing. If you like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any constructive criticism, feel free to leave that for me. I know I'm repetitive and I ramble on. But the thing about me is that I'm kind of shy in real life. Like if I was around you guys right now in person, I'd probably be shy and afraid to say as much as I'm saying right now. So that's kind of why I like to record, because it's kind of therapeutic. And I do a radio show on Hollow Earth Radio every week called Goddess KRING Radio. And it's on every Thursday from 3 to 4 p.m. at this point. And I also I have a thing called Anchor. I record my voice for Anchor and for Mixcloud and for Hollow Earth Radio. And I've done music and I have that on my website, but I'm mostly a visual artist and a model. And thank you for listening. I'm really into nutrition and I've been studying nutritional things and getting fit. And I've always been into exercise, but now I'm getting more fit through intermittent fasting and eating more fat and less carbs. I hardly eat any carbs at all. I don't eat any grain. I eat hardly any fruit. I just mostly eat vegetables for carbs, and then I eat meat. And I eat, yeah, I used to be vegetarian. Right now I'm eating meat, but what was I going to say? I'm eating a lot of good, healthy fat from nuts, avocado, olive oil, butter, pastured eggs, pastured meat whenever possible. I am enjoying being more fit, lost about 25 pounds recently, or burned off 25 pounds of excess fat. Would like to burn off more. Feeling really strong and healthy. Even when I was chubby, actually, I had really good muscle tone and I used to jog. And even when I was at my chubbiest, I was constantly exercising and walking and riding my bike and playing tennis and doing lots of things. And so I've always been fairly healthy, just a little chubby, and now I'm leaner. And I'm heading into my 50s, so I'm 50 right now. So thank you for that. Oh, now I can do like that Molly Shannon skit from Saturday Night. I'm 50 old and I like to kick, stretch, and kick. I like to kick, stretch, and kick. I'm 50 years old. I love that skit, Molly Shannon skit. Okay, thank you for joining me. I'll see you. Feel free to ask me any questions or comments, and I'll talk. If you want me to talk about something on camera, I will talk about whatever topic that you're interested in. And if I don't hear anything from anybody, because usually when I ask that, nobody says anything, I will just figure out what I want to talk about and I will share it. Thank you for listening. Whoops. Push the button. Push the button. Well, thank you for the live show. You're welcome, Eric. You're welcome, Eric and Trevor and whoever else joined me. Thank you so much. Have a good day.